Nepal stands at a crossroads after President Ramchandra Paudel dissolved parliament on September 12, 2025. This drastic move followed the resignation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, whose government collapsed under public pressure and allegations of corruption. New elections are set for March 2026, offering a chance to reset the nation's turbulent politics. The dissolution came after a week of mass protests, especially from the youth, demanding accountability and change. The interim period will be managed by a caretaker government, raising concerns about legitimacy and stability. Ensuring free and fair elections is now the top priority, with the world and powerful neighbors India and China watching closely. Kathmandu has returned to a fragile calm, but the underlying frustrations remain. The next 6 months will test Nepal's democratic institutions and its leaders' ability to deliver real change. The stakes are high. The path to the March elections may prove as consequential as the vote itself. The nation's future now hinges on whether this bold step leads to lasting reform or more instability. For many Nepalese, this is a rare opportunity to demand a government that truly represents them. The world is watching to see if Nepal can seize this moment. The countdown to March 2026 has begun. Nepal's political crisis was ignited not just in parliament but online, by the nation's youth. Gen Z protesters used TikTok, Facebook and X to organize mass demonstrations after the government tried to ban social media. The attempted ban backfired, fueling outrage and transforming a digital protest into a nationwide anti-corruption movement. Images of clashes spread instantly, galvanizing support and exposing the government's disconnect from its people. The protests left at least 51 dead and over 1,300 injured, underscoring the depth of public anger. The government was forced to reverse the ban, but the movement had already gained unstoppable momentum. Gen Z's digital activism forced the resignation of the Prime Minister and the dissolution of Parliament. Nepal's youth have proven that their online voice can drive real political change. The digital generation is now a force no government can ignore. Amid the turmoil, Nepal appointed former Chief Justice Sushila Karki as interim Prime Minister, the first woman to hold the office. Her selection, after intense negotiations, is seen as a move to restore public trust and ensure a fair election. Karki's reputation for integrity and her outsider status make her a symbol of hope for a new political era. For protesters, her appointment is a victory against entrenched corruption. Her leadership sends a powerful message about gender equality in a traditionally patriarchal society. International leaders, including India's Prime Minister, have welcomed her appointment, boosting her legitimacy. Karki faces the daunting task of uniting a divided nation and overseeing credible elections. She must balance working with discredited political parties and remaining accountable to the protest movement. Her success or failure will shape Nepal's future and its democratic credibility. The world is watching her every move. Nepal's current crisis is rooted in its post-monarchy journey. Since abolishing its monarchy in 2008, the country has struggled with unstable governments and unfulfilled promises of democracy. Frequent political infighting has paralyzed progress, leaving the economy stagnant and youth disillusioned. Many young Nepalese have left for work abroad, fueling a brain drain but sustaining the economy through remittances. The Gen Z protests are a direct response to years of broken promises and corruption. This generation grew up expecting democracy but received instability instead. Their uprising is a rejection of a political system that has failed to deliver opportunity and justice. The demand is clear, real democracy, not just empty rhetoric. Nepal's youth want a government that works for them, not against them. The struggle for a stable, just future continues. As Nepal heads toward the March 2026 elections, the nation faces a pivotal choice. Will the vote bring genuine reform and stability, or repeat the cycle of fractured coalitions and broken promises? The energy of the protest movement could reshape politics, but entrenched parties may still dominate. Interim Prime Minister Karki's ability to ensure a fair election is crucial. The integrity of the process will determine whether public faith in democracy is restored or shattered. For many, this election is a referendum on Nepal's future. The youth have shown their hunger for change. Now, the ballot box will decide if that change becomes reality. The world is watching Nepal's next move.